Hello, hello. I just got to pull it up on my laptop here, as usual. There we go. Ugh, I don't see the side of my head. Okay. Hello. Ooh, 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 hold on. Hello. There we go. There we go. How was everyone? Okay. Let me just switch it up over here. Okay. I have a very, very small window of time. And my video is taking forever to upload. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live really, really quick before my next call. So here I am. But I don't even have like a full hour, okay? But we can do this. So I didn't, just because I knew I didn't have enough time, I didn't post it on TikTok or Instagram. Usually I tell everyone that I'm going live over here. I didn't do that. So we can keep it small because I only got a small amount of time, okay? So, all right, you know the deal. I'm looking over here at my laptop so I can actually read what you're writing to me. I see Bad Kitty, LJ, hello, hello. Rob Beers, holy moly stranger. How have you been? I hope you've been amazing. I've missed you. I remember people, you know, I remember. Especially when I haven't seen them in a bit. I need some of this. Bad Kitty, you're on my radar. Meaning, check your email later. But that sounded mean, didn't it? I'm on your radar. Or you're on my radar. In a good way. Braven, member for 5 months. Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Hope you're well. I'm fine, thank you. Been in an amazing state the last couple days. The me that has it. Love it. Just so you all know, this is kind of how Braven talks, okay? And I'm seeing such good reflections. Like, I genuinely am not worrying. And I'm like, was it always this easy? Yes, it was. Anybody in the channel membership, you can confirm that was kind of like Braven. Yes? And for what it's worth, Braven is one of my favorite people to get on camera and start talking, because we are all usually with her at work, and she's usually like sneaking down a hallway, quickly walking so she can get to a place where she can talk privately. And I love that. It's like being on a constant adventure. I think I've said this before. I can't help it. Okay, Braven, back to you. I'm so happy for you. And yeah, how you're feeling, you know, this is a good thing. And yes, it always was this easy. It always was. We just don't always think so, especially when we are in a less favorable state, right? Hold on a minute. My TV's bugging me. I'm getting distracted. There we go. Okay. So I'm glad you're not worrying, because you have nothing to worry about. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. I meant what I said, Braven. Oh my God, stop, I'll cry. I love you. I find you very sweet and entertaining. Oh, wait, look at Janet Carson being my best friend. Yeah, you look amazing in purple. I love you, Queen. I love you. Thank you so much. It's why it's my favorite color outside of pink and specific shades of blue. Thank you very much. Okay, hold on. I'm catching up here. Limitless Queen Batch, thank you very much. Number one, need advice. I hate my current job, but I don't have a dream job business idea. I really want to quit my job, but I have no other source of income. Okay. This sounds like my life. That is exactly how I felt shortly, no, not shortly, like a few years prior to me leaving my previous employer. So just like as if this was any other manifestation, who do you want to be? Now, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. Bitch, I just said I don't have a business idea. I didn't either initially. Okay. I didn't either. So keeping it real, remember all, like when I started my channel, this specific channel, I wasn't coaching right away. It was about a year before I even entertained that option. So it was never my plan to, oh, I'm going to be a manifestation coach. Let me manifest that. That was never the case. Okay. I just didn't want to work at my old job anymore. So I started scripting about how much I loved my life and I loved my job. I didn't give it a job, description. I didn't say what the job was. I just love my work. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's say that you're someone who like comfortably knows, like, I don't want to work ever again. That's okay too. But I'm saying that there are some people who have a mindset. I am one of those people that I do want to work. I want to because I like being busy. And that's just how my mind functions. Don't get me wrong. Not working doesn't mean you can't be busy. But like I said, some of us just want that thing to do every day. So start telling yourself that you love your job. It doesn't feel like a job. It just feels like another day in the life, right? You get excited to wake up every day, and mind you, don't worry about, putting in some, I'm, amazingly abundant. I have all sorts of money coming in, money from multiple sources, things like that. But all of these things can be all wrapped up in one new self, right? There has to be a version of you who's in the most amazing relationship of her life, who loves literally every single aspect of her life, right? She's fulfilled in money. She's fulfilled in career. She's fulfilled in love, health. I'm trying to think, what other categories are there? Health, appearance, all that stuff. There's at least one version of you who's doing that. So put the focus there. Here's the thing. I think that you're not the only person that has probably moments of thinking, I know I don't want to work where I am, but I don't know what else I want to do, right? That's the beauty of us not having to ever figure out the how. Now, logically speaking, I get it. Our logical mind is probably throwing thoughts at you or at us, because I know it happened to me. You got to pick something, Kim, right? You got to pick something, Kim. You got to know what you want to do. I never knew what I wanted to do when I grew up. But just the scripting of being fulfilled with my life, being fulfilled with my job without giving it a title, it unfolded perfectly for me. It led me right to this. And I had no clue that was going to be a future thing. Do you see what I'm trying to say? It was never in my mind before, like, oh, I can't, I really hope someday I get to coach. And no, I didn't even know that was a thing until I discovered this community. And when other people started, actually, it was until I heard way back when, we're talking, this is way, way back when Amanda from Create Your Future, when it was just Amanda, when she didn't have anybody else, literally nobody else. She said something about coaching. And I'm like, what the fuck is, what's coaching? Any other manifestation content I had seen before that, they were selling things to purchase from them, not necessarily coaching, but that doesn't matter. So just do that. Start scripting or telling yourself that you are the version of self that is completely fulfilled in every single area of your life. And let the 3D unfold without over panicking over it. It'll lead you to it. That's the thing. And the less like gripped or gripping of the 3D we do, the easier things move and the quicker things come in. Truthfully. Okay? And Janet Carson, I did already read yours, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate it and love you too. Limitless Queen number 2, thank you very much. I feel desperate to get out of this situation. Just want to be happy and financially free. Love you. I love you too, girl. Yeah, seriously. Do what I just told you to do. And listen, you could also add to that new self is, the version of self that manifests quickly and effortlessly. And, when you're choosing to be new self, really start putting your mind or your imagination in the place of the solution already is here, right? The manifestation is already here. Even though I know you don't know what that future job is, but you can be identifying as, I love my life now. I can't believe how quickly my life has changed. I can't believe how fulfilled I am now. See what I'm saying? It's still from new self. It's still identifying from new self. It'll work. Ginger Moon, member for 6 months. Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. BBL turned into new SP. Surprise! Hee hee. But manifest solo VK with BBL. Excuse me. Wait, what? Trying to slowly climb my way out of the mud today. Need as yours. Love you. Talk soon. Yes, I cannot wait to talk to you. We will be talking soon. Hold on. All right. BBL turned into my new SP. Okay. Surprise. Okay. I kind of thought that was going to be a thing, to be honest with you, last time we talked. Anyway, but manifest solo VK with BBL. So so long as I am comprehending this right, this means the BBL that is now the new SP is a BBL that you just manifested a solo VK with. I'm assuming. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. All right. I see. Haha. Yes. Okay. Trying to slowly climb my way out of the mud today. Okay. First of all, we are not in the mud. Right off the top, girl. We are not in the mud. This is nothing to panic over. Right? We have nothing to panic over. Who are we? Who are we really being? Who do we really believe we are? I knew exactly what I was thinking. I knew I was in shitland. Yeah, we often do, to be honest. If everyone would be authentically honest with themselves, when shit circumstances pop up into our 3D, they might feel like a surprise, but they're never a surprise. Not if we really get honest with ourselves where our mind had been before it happened, right? So you already know, and I love that you're already owning it, right? Authentically. So just like this popped up, let's change our thinking now. So just as easily as it popped in, we can pop that thing right back on out. Don't overthink it. And don't compare it to any other SP manifestations. Don't compare. This is not the same exact journey or unfolding. This is a completely different SP. The only thing is the same is who you're choosing to be, right? Different SP, different journey. So no comparisons and no fearing that it might, unfold the same way. No. So I'm going to make the assumption that you are going to be choosing to be the version of yourself that's in a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship with this person without worrying about anybody else's opinions. Okay? And I'm sure I don't need to say this, but this is going to be for anybody else listening that might be in the same boat. We are not going to be discussing this with our family members or our friends or coworkers. We're not going to be having, bitch sessions about it at all. Right? Because what can happen when we do that, especially when we're already not feeling that great, meaning what state we're in? There's a very high percentage of a chance that whoever we decide to bitch about this with or vent about this with is going to reflect one of our fears. Unless, of course, they are in that same open, limitless mindset. That's different. Then go ahead. But other than that, we should not be rehashing this over and over and sitting in the what happened or the replaying over what happened. What happened was a manifestation of a less favorable version of yourself. That's what happened. Now we're done with that. So we have options. We can revise. We can revise that there is no solo vacation, right? That's always an option. Go back to the moment that that conversation took place. Or we can just get really clear with ourselves right now and wipe the slate clean. So whatever we were fearing about specific person that it manifested, let's get real. What belief is it connected to? Were we feeling, not good enough, not chosen, not a priority? Those are the most common. Were we worrying about any other things, entangled with the manifestation? We need to choose to be the versions of ourselves that is limitless, because that's who we truly are. That's who we truly are. Doesn't matter what past experiences we've had. Doesn't matter, I could say this for anybody. Doesn't matter what our childhoods look like. Doesn't matter what our friendships look like. Today, we are clean slate. Doesn't matter what our previous relationships look like. And I really, really mean that. I'm repeating myself for a reason. Doesn't matter what past things look like. We are new self. New self knows, who knows that we're worthy and deserving of our desires. We are lovable. We can accept love. We can believe that someone can just roll on up and choose us simply because it's us. We know we are more than enough. We're not proving that we're enough to anyone on the outside. SP manifestors, SPs are never really choosing to leave us or not treat us well, right? I'm not saying that to make anyone feel like we got to be a doormat to shitty treatment. I'm saying that because let's say a solo vacation like this has happened. SP didn't want to be in a solo vacation for any other reason, truthfully, than what you were believing about yourself at that moment. And what we believe about a specific person is a part of what we believe about ourselves. So if we were fearing they were going to leave or they were going to get bored with us, right? There's always going to be someone prettier out there. They're going to find someone else. Maybe they really don't want to be in a relationship with us. No, that's just your shitty, I'm not good enough belief throwing thoughts at you. That's all that is. And to be honest, we all know at this point that thoughts in themselves are what? They are nothing but vehicles to other realities, to other versions of yourselves. So, like the video that's going to go up tomorrow, this is your red alert moment, my beautiful ginger moon. This is the red alert. The 3 A's of manifesting: awake, alert, awareness. We already got the awake part down. We're all awake to knowing who we really are. Pure, unadulterated consciousness, aka your I amness, aka God, universe, higher power source, energy, moonbeams. When we are slipping back into 3D circumstances, when we are giving the circumstances more, I don't know what the word will, let's say more attention. When we're giving them more attention, more belief, we're trusting the circumstances more than we're trusting our own imagination. We are falling back asleep and need to wake the fuck back up. So this is your wake up biatch moment. Wake up. A circumstance in the 3D we know is nothing but the manifestation of old self. Boom, done. Nothing to worry about. Now we have to really be honest about where we are putting our awareness. Are you in the awareness of being in a solo vacation for whatever belief crept up and got in our mind and got in our own way? Or are we going to move that awareness over here? I'm calling here where we want to put it. Putting our awareness on being the version of ourselves that knows we can have whatever the fuck we want. We're limitless beings. We are beautiful, sexy, sassy, saucy, or handsome. You know, use the words that apply. And we know that we're more than enough for anyone we choose. We're worthy and deserving of any desire. We can have a long-term, loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. And we can believe that the person we choose wants the same thing with us. That's the awareness we're in. You're in the awareness of being the version of yourself you want to be, in the relationship with the version of your person that wants you to. We need to be alert. That's why I'm calling it the 3 A's of manifestation. You need to be alert. Why do I say that? When 3D circumstances, or 3D in general, is pulling us in, and we're starting to get that feeling in our body, that anxiety, that tension, or that fear, the nervous butterflies, when those feelings are starting to come in, that's the red alert moment. You're falling asleep again. You're forgetting who you are. You're putting more trust in circumstances in the 3D when we know the 3D is totally waiting on us to give it instructions. You're giving it the wrong instructions. You're going back to sleep. You're going back to being a fucking muggle. And you can't be a muggle anymore. You're not invited in the muggle world. Nobody wants to be a muggle. Wake up, stay alert, and authentically ask yourself, who am I aware of being right now? I'm long past being the version of myself that has to shit ourselves over the 3D. We are long overdone with that. Bring the awareness where you need to be. When the logical mind is coming in, what are we doing? We're giving our power to the 3D, which is actually waiting for us to give it instructions. See what I mean? Recenter yourself, girl. Put your awareness where it needs to be and remember who the fuck you are. And clearly we'll go into deeper detail when we talk. I believe we talk soon. I think we do. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. Seriously. All right. Lisa, thank you very much. SP and I aren't in a relationship. We are close friends. He is the other side of, he is on the other side of the world at the moment indefinitely. But I'm trying to affirm we can be together. We admitted we love each other. Oh, look at you already getting a love confection. Confession. All right. So we've already manifested the love, haven't we? Right? You're already hearing, you're already receiving that evidence, that validation in the 3D. So now you're placing, the way I see it, you're placing where your specific person is as an obstacle. You're seeing it as an obstacle. Now, literally and logically, I understand why you're seeing it as an obstacle. But remember, who we really are, pure, unadulterated consciousness, can transcend any limits, right? Location or things of space, right? We can transcend space, just like we transcend time. You need to put the focus on being with your person. Now, I don't know what that means for you. Does that mean you want to be living together? You just want to be in the same city? Without concerning yourself with all the other, is it demographics? Demographics? Why do I feel like that's not the right word? All the other details. Meaning, well, to get him over to my city or to be living with me, he's got to transfer his job. And he really loves his job and he doesn't want to leave his job. So now I have to worry about that. No, none of those details are your concern. None of them. Any literal, logical little details that pop up in your mind that you are, seeing as a concern, push them aside. That's not your job. That's not your responsibility. You are not invited to that how party. Your job is to decide who you are. So place that in your awareness. The way I see it, my friend, you've got the easy part. You're on to the easy side of things, right? You've got the love confession. You know this person loves you, right? So we aren't even manifesting that he's in love with you. We got that part down. Now we just got to be in the same place. So start identifying as that version of yourself without thinking logically. This limited human 3D mind is never going to figure out the path of least resistance ever. I know that we think we can, right? I know that we think we can come up with the best option, but we can't because we don't see the bigger picture. We only see what's right in front of us, right? We're going in the imagination. We're going to the 4D. And that higher self, whether you could call that God, universe, do I got to list them all? Higher power, source energy, moonbeams. Higher self has the view of everything. So your higher self, or your I amness, already has a perfect plan in place. It's already in motion. It just doesn't feel like it to your human 3D mind. So don't worry about the details. Don't get me wrong. Physically, I know you want him sitting right next to you physically. Well, to get him physically right next to you, you need to identify as the you that's living that existence. And at minimum, you're seeing it as that's what it's leading to, right? If it feels too resistive to tell yourself that you are that self, well, you can tell yourself that you are the version of self that shall have that experience, that is in the right reality, right? You are the right version of yourself to have it. And then it'll unfold. It'll happen. And you'll come back and tell me how he's friggin' coming here or you're going there. Whatever you want to do. Try not to overthink it. Bianca Maria, thank you very much. How to manifest SP to stop smoking. Affirm he doesn't smoke or ignore this habit like you'd ignore a 3P and can't get in the state in morning for any manifest. Wait, can't get in the state in morning for any manifest. Why not? Bianca, what do you mean you can't get in the state? When you first wake up in the morning, even if you wake up with anxiety, that's one thing I used to always, I woke up with anxiety all the time. I hated it. Which is why when I was defining who new self was to me, that was one of the things I put up there. I love to wake up in the morning. I'm happy to be alive. I love my life, right? Because I didn't want anxiety anymore. Hated it. If you're waking up with that same shit feeling like I used to, we want to change that, right? So today's the last day that you say that you can't do it in the morning. Yes, to get your specific person to stop smoking, yes. Same idea as third party. We don't want to keep putting our awareness on that. So what you do want to put your awareness on is, your person having only healthy habits. Only healthy habits. And always smells wonderful. I'm sorry. I know that there are other types of things to smoke, but I can't help it. And maybe it's because of the generation I'm of. When I hear smoking, I don't think of like vaping, the ones that smell like nice fruits. When I hear smoking, I think of actual smelly ass cigarettes. So I'm assuming, and maybe that's not what he smokes, but I'm assuming it's that. And instantly I got that feeling for you. So he smells wonderful and he has healthy habits. That's what I would do if I was in your situation. You know what I'm saying? Does that smell, Summer? If you couldn't tell, I'm someone who has a thing with smells. I don't like cigarette smoke. I fucking hate it. It is the bane of my existence, just for what it's worth. And I can get very triggered with that smell around me, you know? So, I hate it. It sticks to everything. It makes your hair stink. And I can't have that. Things have to always smell good. You know what I'm saying? All right, so your boyfriend, he smells amazing. And he has only healthy habits. That's where your awareness has got to go. If and when, because listen, my favorite thing is when people that smoke cigarettes try to lie and say they're not smoking anymore. Like, you're really going to try to tell me you're not? We are the ones that can smell it, those of us who don't smoke. We can smell that shit a mile a fucking way. You can't lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to lie to me. I can tell the difference in the level of scent, whether you smoked one yourself, whether you were in a close proximity to one, whether it is just remnants of scent. I will know, okay? Because that's how much I hate it. All right, anyway. You know, no judgies if you smoke, no judgies. I still love you, but we ain't going to hang out very long. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to hang out very long together. Anyway, all right, so put the focus there. I used to smoke and I gag when I smell or see it now. Exactly. And I do hear that all the time for what it is worth. I hear that all the time for anyone that has stopped smoking. Now they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that for so long. And I get it. It's the habit. Habits are not, no, in this reality, habits are easy to break. But habits can feel difficult. But I know people that have just stopped cold. Stopped cold. But you gotta want to really do it too, right? And you can't be doing it for other people. Even though I know that's a beautiful intention that you're doing it for others. But you gotta want to do it yourself. That's my opinion. And again, that's just an opinion. You can't stand the smell now either, Limna. See? Yeah. 10 years smoke-free and thankful. Oh, well done, BFF. I smoke too, but I can't breathe now if I smoke. So that's why I want him to stop too. I don't blame you, girl. I am with you. I'm feeling for you. So put your awareness on being the version of yourself that we could say both if it makes you feel better, but he has nothing but healthy habits now. Nothing but healthy habits now. And he smells fucking amazing. And it's so easy to breathe around him. Use whatever feels good to you, but that's who you are now. That's the version of self. And I was starting to say earlier that, when he comes around, and let's say 10 minutes from now, he shows up and he starts smoking, okay? I know in that moment, it's in your awareness, you're seeing it. Okay, that's old reality on its way out. That's all. That's the manifestation of old self. That's the manifestation of the version of me who used to believe that that's who he was as a person, someone who was smoking. That's all that is. I'm still going to put my awareness over here. See what I mean? And those are the moments that, like I just said, you want to be alert. You want to be alert. Okay, I see this in my 3D, but it's not going to tell me who I am. I'm still choosing to be my new self, knowing that I will live the experience of him not smoking anymore. Okay? In the morning, I'm kind of lazy. Well, Bianca Maria, you got to drop that shit. I don't care how lazy you are in the morning. You got to make a decision of who you want to be in the morning, for fuck's sake. I ain't asking you to get up and, give me 20 push-ups. I'm asking you when you are coming back into the awareness of being Bianca. You're coming in deciding which Bianca you're going to do. Oh my God, don't you tell me you're too lazy. I ain't asking you to do fucking somersaults. Do you know, for whatever it's worth, when we used to have to do gymnastics in gym class, somersault was the only thing I could do. I could never get the coordination to do a fucking cartwheel. I don't know, it just made me think of that. I couldn't do it. I could do a somersault and I could do a back somersault. And that's about where it ended. So I fucking hated gymnastics time in high school gym class. And actually in all school gym classes. Hated it. Hated it. And I did more time trying to not be seen by the gym teacher so I wouldn't get called on to do anything, for what it's worth. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but... Well, thank you, Sharon Marie. You're amazing. All right. Mila C. Thank you very much. Kim, how to restart my manifestation game. It's been too long, whoops, and way too much wavering. Okay. So it feels hard to get over this old script and believe I can still do it. Need some light. Love you so much. Oh, I love you so much too, Mila. All right. We can restart that manifestation game right now. We can restart that right now in this moment. Who are you being? Who do you want to be? Tell yourself right now, this is it. This is your moment of stepping back into your new self. We don't got to wait till tomorrow morning. We can start that shit right now. So if you're at that place, and it sounds like you are, where you're ready to authentically own where you've been, okay. Okay. Yep. We wavered in the past. We backslid on our manifestation game. We are choosing differently now. We are new self. And maybe it would be fun for you to literally redefine who new self is. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you're manifesting, but I don't know why I'm thinking maybe you're manifesting a specific person because you said old script. But I could be wrong. But if you're manifesting a person and you're intermingling and having to interact with that person, so that's why you're having a hard time letting go of the old script, you want to remind yourself, this is one of those AAA moments. Time to be alert. Time to wake ourselves back up and put our awareness where we want it. What's happening right now out here doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. It's the manifestation of the wavering version of you. You are choosing not to be that version of yourself anymore. Or when you do fall out of being new self, you're returning to your decision to be your new self. Even if you don't feel anywhere near that new self, you're still choosing it. Listen, it's the conviction in your decision to be your new self that matters. Not how your body's feeling. Not if a shitty thought comes up 10 seconds from now. None of that matters. You're choosing new self. That's what matters. And, just from my own personal experience, when it comes to anything 3D-wise, the quicker you get into that detachment mindset, and by detachment, this is a reminder, that doesn't mean you cannot think about your manifestation. That's not detachment. That's not the detachment we talk about on this channel. Detachment means I'm pretty much going to be just fine no matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens in my 3D. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to get what I want. I know I am. Because even this thing that might be in my 3D that I don't necessarily like, it's still taking me to getting what I want, to my full manifestation. Because I'm choosing to be the version of myself that has it. Period. End of. That's who I am. See what I mean? I'm just trying to see did you respond to that at all? Okay. Anyway. Start now, Bila. Start right now. Ooh, I just lost that. LJ, thank you very much. Shifted states again today. A whole new awareness of who I am being. Thank you, Kim. Love you. I love you too. I am so proud of you. You are doing amazing. Not that you needed to hear that from me, but you are. You are continuing to rise in consciousness. Oh, what a beautiful life it's going to be for you. Not that it's not already. Just saying. Continue this. I'm so proud of you. Well done, my beautiful friend. Well done. I honestly expect no less from you. I'm just saying. Rhonda C, thank you very much. Hey, Kim, all the zhuzhing last night and my persisting lately. My SP viewed my account last night. Thank you for helping. Hello, movement. Hello, movement. Just saying. Not surprised with you either, Rhonda. Well done. And last night was a zhuzhing. It was definitely a zhuzhing. John Smith, thank you very much. Kim, don't know if you remember me. Remember me. And a year ago told you about SP. Basically, you told me to not give up persisting since get small movement. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure what that word is. Nothing crazy. Is that what you meant? Nothing? Nothing? All right. So let's see. Been persisting since. Okay. And I see you sent one right after. Sometimes want to give up, but don't want to. Okay. Well, if you got that little feeling within that you don't want to give up, then don't. But you're persisting since and get small movement. And I'm assuming that means nothing crazy. Okay. So who are you persisting in being? Because I think that sometimes when, especially when the response is, persist, don't give up. I get it. It was me who said it. That I think people hear that message and think it means persist doing my techniques, persist in my manifestation game. And surface level, yes, but persisting really means persisting in being new self, persisting in that new state of consciousness. So I'm only making that clear because obviously other people are going to watch this, okay? Persisting means more than just your techniques. Because remember, whatever the techniques are, they are just tools to get us to get into the awareness of who we need to be, meaning the version of ourselves that has the full experience of our desire. So, when I use that wording, who we need to be, it's not to, for anyone to take away, I'm not good enough, I'm not, or there's something wrong with me. No, it means choosing the version of yourself because you already have access to that version of yourself, right? You have access to all versions. Choose that. Persist in that. Persist in the decision. And, persisting in that decision is also conviction. Refusing to be the self that is without the things we desire. So when I was in that place of choosing new self and having the conviction, there was literally like an internal feeling of, I will not accept less than what I want. And I refuse to be my old self with my old self life. There was an inner conviction. There was an inner feeling of, I fucking refuse to not win at this. I refuse. I refuse to live a life that I am not fulfilled in. I refuse to take whatever. This is good enough. Nope. I refuse it. And the beauty of that is we don't have to figure out anything outside of who we want to be. That's it. I don't have to figure out my next step. I don't have to figure out, the next, by step, I mean the next action in the 3D. I don't have to do anything other than be persistent in my decision that I am my new self, period. And I'm not going to use the 3D as my evidence that I am new self. Now, don't get me wrong. Logically and literally, it kind of sounds like the opposite of what we're doing here, right? We're manifesting to get the 3D to give us that evidence. But I mean, I'm going to stand in this decision regardless of what my 3D looks like. I don't give a shit what goes on out here. I don't care how SP shows up today. I still refuse to go back to my old self. I'm gonna believe that this out here will change, period. And I'm gonna go on living my life and being happy while it unfolds. Not putting anything on hold. I'm gonna live and I'm gonna enjoy it. And I'm gonna allow myself to be in a damn good mood. Now, granted, it's not like you said you weren't in a good mood and all that kind of stuff. It's not what I mean. I think we all have had at least once on this journey the experience of feeling like we're on hold, or that we can't be happy, fully happy, or we're not fully living our best life without the manifestation. And if we're feeling that way, we need to ask ourselves why. Because if you were really in the state of consciousness of being the you that'll have the desire, you wouldn't even perceive your 3D that way. You would have that knowing that there's nothing on hold. I can live my life to the fullest right now. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some things that you would like to specifically do with specific person. Those aside, you're still not on hold. See what I mean? We're not waiting and not enjoying life because manifestation isn't here yet. No, that's you being a version of yourself that doesn't have the manifestation. So we don't want to be in that mindset. And if we're feeling like we are in that mindset right now, don't shit yourself over it. Go back to your decision that you are your new self and you are completely free to be happy and live your life as your 3D is unfolding to exactly what you want. You are choosing to free yourself of that being in the waiting mode. See what I'm saying? So maybe there is that little tiny part of you that has been doing that, has been, not living his best life while waiting for SP. And again, literally and logically, don't get me wrong, I get it. You want to do specific things with your specific person, and we kind of need their physical body here to do that. I get that. Or get your head out of the gutter. I want to go on certain vacations with a specific person. Yeah, that's okay to have those desires. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to I can't be happy until it's here. I can't love myself and love my life until SP's here. That's what I'm referring to, okay? Is it possible for anyone to manifest the same thing as me, and will it multiply in this reality? Well, they can manifest it within their own reality, but not within yours. The only person that can manifest in your reality is you. Wish fulfilled state. Thank you very much. New friend messaged me daily and saying stuff I've longed for from SP. Okay. Declaring new self each morning. Good. Not even affirming as much. Trusting the process. Good. If there's a twinge, I watch you. I like you. Okay. Anything else? Oh, and my list. Okay, so I'm assuming my list means you've done your new self list. So you have defined new self. So you know who you are choosing to be. That's probably why you have not felt the need to be affirming as much, because you're stepping into new self. That's good. And you know that the new friend is showing up and doing the things that you prefer SP to do is because you are in that new state, right? It's good. It's a BBL. So this is good. This is a good thing. You're getting the reflection. And I get it. literally and logically, you don't want that person to do it. You want SP. I know, but this is because this is the reflection, right? It's the reflection. So this is success, my friend. This is very good. And I'm glad you're declaring to be new self each morning. That is very good. So anything else? No. Continue doing what you're doing. I know my way of doing things can feel almost a little unnerving at first because we are very used to doing our techniques fucking endlessly. So when you take this lighter approach, the way I do it, meaning choosing to be new self, it feels much lighter than overly doing techniques 24/7. So initially, I'm sure thoughts come in like, am I doing enough? Shouldn't I be doing more than this? Am I really sure that I'm convincing my subconscious mind or God, universe, that I really want this thing? I feel like I should be doing more. No, you have just finally graduated out of the, elementary school, the elementary years of manifestation. You've graduated out. This is good. What do I mean by that? I mean that when we all first find manifestation, every single one of us is very guilty of trying to do word for word every fucking technique that comes by. Meaning, I'll watch this coach. Okay, this coach said to go do this. All right, let me write that down. I'm going to do everything they say. Oh, look at this. Another video. Oh, the title looks exactly like what I need. Let me watch that. Oh, well, this coach said to do this. Well, okay, let me add that to the list of shit I got to do. And then we keep doing that. We keep hopping around and finding different people to watch, and we listen to everything they fucking say. And we try to do word for word every single thing they say to do in the videos. And then we exhaust ourselves. And at minimum, we get hot and cold bullshit in our 3D. We don't get the full manifestation. We get hot and cold. Because we're really not changing self. We're believing our techniques. And for some of us, we're believing in that specific coach. Like everything they say is the answer to Jesus. So instead of putting the focus here, we all do it. Everyone's guilty of this. And then you have your come to Jesus moment, and you're either exhausted from doing nothing but techniques, but never really changing self. You either get exhausted from it, or it's something finally clicks that, holy shit, I've never been changing me. I've been doing my techniques every single day and like a fart in the wind, having them do absolutely nothing or very little of nothing. Or people manifesting a specific person, we put all that friggin' focus on doing everything for a specific person and nothing on ourselves, meaning changing self. At most, we get hot and cold behavior. At most. And when I say hot and cold behavior, I mean, oh yeah, maybe you fully manifested your SP, but they manifested their ass right back on out. Because all the focus is on SP. I affirm for SP all day long. Where have we changed you? Where have you become a new self? See what I'm saying? And then you finally graduate out of that thinking. And you get to the place of, oh my God, I got to change me. I got to change self. I can still affirm if I want for SP, but I got to change me too. I've got to be the number one. Change me, change my thinking of who I am. Then I can do my SP shit and things will change. And then you're going to find, I don't need to do that. I don't feel like affirming. I'm not having terrible thoughts. I'm not thinking terrible things. I still know who I am choosing to be. And I really do know I'm going to get this manifestation. I don't need to do all these techniques. I need to make a decision. Oh my God. And then maybe we have that doubtful thought of, shouldn't I be doing more? Oh my God, my 3D has not 100% changed yet. So is that because I'm not doing enough things? No, you're having a doubtful thought. You need to return to your decision to be your new self. Everything's okay. See what I mean? So it's like the different school levels of manifestation. You're out of that now. Good. Good. You've graduated. You've elevated. You rose in consciousness. So continue doing what you're doing. Okay? Yes, you are the success story. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. Ooh, okay. Laura P. Thank you very much. Love you, Kim. Happy New Year. Just wanted to say it. Oh my God, Laura P. Hello, my beautiful friend. How are you? My God, it feels like a million years since I've talked to you. Look at that. It's like a family reunion. We got Rob Beers. We got Laura P. I hope you are doing fabulous. I thoroughly enjoyed speaking with you. I hope everything is beautiful in your life. I hope you are totally choosing to be new self and being the woman that has it all. Is it Dundada? Did I say it right? Dundada? F. Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I have a disruptive student that I don't want in my class anymore. I wish no ill will. And no, I don't have the energy to see ideal version. Okay. All right. See, I'm not going to lie to you. It's exactly why I could not be a school teacher. I could not do it. Nope. I would have no patience. I would be the teacher that screams all the time. Sit down! So what I think you should do, obviously keeping your focus on the student is like kind of the same thing as keeping the focus on a third party or keeping the focus on the thing we want to, be removed. So I would be putting the focus on you being the version of you that loves the job, loves your job, and loves how peaceful and quiet and easy it has become. We don't have to attach anything else to that. Your job is peaceful. It's so easy, and you thoroughly enjoy it. And you feel so blessed at how wonderful all your students are. That's who you are now. Choose to be that version of yourself, and obviously add in anything else you choose. That's new self. So we're not trying to put the focus on the student. We're not trying to change the student. We're putting the focus on you loving your life at work. Okay? I'm going to do Summers and then I have to go. I told you it was going to be a short one. I told you. Okay. Summer, thank you very much. Kim, I've been in my state. Haven't had thoughts of not being chosen. Decided there's no 3P. Got an SP movement. Then saw a video of SP with 3P. What the fuck? What the fuck? How are you perceiving this video? What do you really believe about this video? What does this video mean to you? It fucking should mean nothing, Summer. Nothing. Nothing. I know how you feel right now. You feel like you've been doing everything right, okay? You feel like you've been in the state. You've been, choosing to not put your focus on things. You've been choosing to be a particular version of yourself. Return to that. Return. This doesn't have to imply anything. Literally and logically, I can understand why it would be annoying to see it, right? Kim, it annoyed me because I know she's banished. I've decided multiple times and felt she's gone. I was surprised to see her still there. Okay. She's still there. Obviously temporarily. She's still there. And how are you perceiving that? How you are perceiving it is telling you who you are. And I don't mean that. This is not, I took off my glasses because I feel like there is something attached to my mascara on my eyelashes. So I'm not picking at you. I'm saying hear it. Remember, this is for everyone. We cannot be upset, triggered, angry, hurt. We cannot be any one of those things by something in our 3D unless there is something within us, a belief, that it is corresponding with, it's agreeing with. So seeing this video, okay, we see this video, it's upsetting to you. You're seeing it as, what the fuck? I've been doing what I've been supposed to be doing. I was really totally convinced 3P was gone. And holy shit, she's still there. What the fuck, right? What? Why? Is this shit really working? How much more do I gotta do? What did that video mean to you? It could mean multiple things, meaning the fear that manifestation isn't real. The fear or belief that you're not enough, that you're not chosen. Now, I don't mean in the fullness of when you started this journey. That is really why I use that gas tank analogy. It doesn't mean you're back to the beginning, old self. But what's alive right now? What are we agreeing with? Right? Last time I saw SP, he was with 3P, and he clearly was more focused on me than her, so I know she's on her way out. I thought that trick was long gone. I thought that trick was long gone. Okay. He's been watching my socials. Okay. So you're getting movement. We're getting his attention. Yeah, so things are working. So why are we threatened by this dumbass video? And I know threatened's a big word, but why are we even letting it do anything? Why? What does it mean to you? Who are you being? Are you being the summer that thinks it's a possibility that this 3P is never going to leave the equation? Are you being the summer that maybe is secretly fearing that he's really choosing third party? Or are you the summer that knows I have nothing to fucking worry about? There are no threats to me. None. It doesn't matter. It means nothing to me. I can see how this is nothing more than my old reality getting shuffled around so that the new fullness of the new reality is here. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to grab my attention. Who fucking cares? Which summer are you? No, I think I've been the summer who knows eventually he chooses me, but isn't with me now. There's no eventually. There's no eventually. It's now. It's the logic. I think it's the logic pulling you in. Red alert. Red alert. You know you're awake. Where's the awareness? We don't even need to put our awareness specifically on him. We just need to put our awareness on you being in your loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. Your mind will then probably bring him up, and that's fine if you're not being pulled to 3P thoughts. But if you are, nope, not thinking about him right now. Back to the awareness where I am in the most loving, fulfilling, committed marriage or relationship, whatever words feel good. See what I mean? Bring it back. You have been getting fabulous movement. So you know you're doing something right. Now go back. Don't let the 3D pull you in. Don't let it. Don't let the pendulum pull you in. Vadim Zealand, reality transurfing. Don't let it pull you in. It's getting you to get your awareness in the wrong place, right? Triggering upsetting things in the 3D, right? So this is not a judgment. This is not a, oh my God, you're not going to pass this test, because there are no tests. It can kick us around a little bit because we've been conditioned to only believe in this 3D in front of us. Okay? Bring your awareness back to who you want to be. All right? You can do this. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. That video doesn't mean dick. Seriously. The sooner you bring this back, the quicker that stupid video probably won't even exist. Do you see what I'm saying? There's nothing outside of you, Summer. Nothing. Everything is coming from you. Go back. Okay? And on that note, I really do have to go. So, thank you so much for being here. I do love you all so much. I appreciate you. Yes? God, I miss regular live streams. Life is getting more balanced out, so I can get back to doing them a lot more often. Anyway, all right. You guys know what to do. Return to your decision of who you want to be. We don't let that fucking 3D make that decision for us. We're the boss. Put the big pants on, pull them up, and choose who you want to be. Who cares what's going on out here? This isn't the boss. You are. Okay? Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, what anybody else's opinions are. You can be, do, and have whatever you want, but you've got to be the one to choose it. Okay? All right. I love you all. I'll see you all soon.